the state. Also, about the transport, there is a school bus of the municipality that takes the students from the neighboring rural areas, and also the district in which is the municipality. And also this district owns its own buses, and this municipality or this district finances the transport of the students. And to what age is the schooling compulsory? Well, the mayor will give you a better presentation on this, but compulsory is also the secondary school or the high school, or the high school, or the high school, or the high school. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm teaching the third grade, and I'm interested whether there is children's dentist in the school, and psychologist too. Whether there is a children's dentist and a sociologist. Well, we do not have children's dentists, but there are dentists in the municipality, in the center of the municipality, and also in the other villages of the municipality. Yes, for the children is free. Well, but they're not a specialist for children's dentistry, and psychologists we do not have in this stage of the development of the municipality. Well, in principle, for the schools that have over 500 students, there is a registered psychologist who should work with these children. And also maybe it is possible even several schools to be joined to have one psychologist who will work in all those schools. To how many children there is one teacher, or how many children it is needed one teacher to taught them. For example, in one class, like in our country, in Albania, for example, if there are 25 students, there would be one teacher. If there are more than 25 children, then they are divided in two classes. If not, then there is one class. Well, in our country, the number of the children is conducted by the class as a structure, and not the number of the teachers. And what's the number of the students in a class? 16 per class. From 16 to 26 children in a class at maximum. From the 5th to the 8th class is from 18 to 24 students. The minimum is 18 and the maximum is 28. Well, there is one of the villages in our municipality, a village that has a very little number of students, and they are under the minimum of the students. And with the decision of the municipal council at the sessions of the municipal council, it is taken a decision for being or providing substantial or supplemental funds of money of the municipality from the municipality budget for those classes. And this decision is taken to the regional inspectorate and then is sent to the Ministry of Education, and after that we are given a supplementary decision for co-financing of the municipal budget. Well, the number is from 16 to 24 students, but sometimes we can divide them into classes, and if it is around 30, they can be divided into classes by 15 students. But that is only for the classes from the 5th to 8th. And if it is under the minimum, and it is allowed to 9, and this is usually allowed if there are substantial means only from the municipality. And if there are not enough students, and for example if there are 34 students, then they are divided into classes, and that is allowed. First to the 4th grade, for each of the classes one teacher is responsible. And from the 5th to the 8th class, depending on the subjects, there is one teacher who teaches to all the classes one subject. But one teacher is responsible for the class as a class teacher. Well, from the 1st to the 4th grade, the norm is 24 students in a class, and also the norm of the class number is 21 for one teacher, and if the teacher usually has more than 21 class, then there is a norm about being above. From the 5th to the 8th class, 648 classes for Bulgarian language, as in the other countries, Macedonian or Albanian or Greek, and also for the foreign languages, also for the other subjects like history or geography, and for the technical subjects and for the art subject are 792 classes. There are more. And the educators are at the same level. 32 classes per week are for the educators allowed. And how many weeks are per school year allowed? 31 week for the first class, 32 weeks from the second to the fourth class, and 34 weeks from the fifth to the eighth class. And from the ninth to the 12th, there are 36 weeks. And now it follows the presentation from the school of the municipality in Novaci about their school, about the employees and the organization in the educational system. And it will be presented by the counselor of education. Good afternoon to everyone. I have to say that it's a great pleasure to be a part of this kind of conference and to make a presentation about my education. But after all, I'm very pleased and I have to greet you. I'm very sorry and that the mayors are not present because they're the most responsible for this event. I would like to greet all the employees in the local self-government in all 4 municipalities. Also, I would like to greet the directors of the schools and the biggest greeting to the women of the municipality of Likenas because they're here today to give us support. So today I'm going to talk about the work of the municipality of Novaci in the area or domain of education. School is temple where enter and live many generations, temple that feeds us with knowledge, strength and self-confidence. It is an institution that educates us. The school is supposed of a municipality, which is shown by the results and the number of all the intellectuals that left those school desks. The school is not just an ordinary building made of bricks and lime. It is not that the ordinary buildings have not a soul and the school has in ordinary buildings do not beat children's hearts. It is because in the posts of the ordinary buildings are not dreamt the dreams of the young people. Our school, primary school, Slavko Lumbarkovsky, for the first time has started with education on Macedonian language on the 1st of December 1944. In order to perform the education process, we used the little boards and chalk. By a decision of the Education Department on the 15th of March 1945, and it was created the first curriculum of the Macedonian public schools. By separation of the Republic of Macedonia of the former Yugoslav Republic in the period of the 1996 were made little changes in the curriculum. In the 1995 was legislated the new law of primary education. In this period were organized the free students' activities. In the school worked the following students' clubs: Children's Organization, First Ed Club, Literature and Drama Club, Maths Club, Chemistry, Biology Club, History Club, Geography Club, Choir and Orchestra, Foreign Languages Club, Engineering Club, Sports Club, and Ecology Mountaineering Club. Today in the municipality Novaci there is only one central primary school with 5 smaller regional schools. In the schools there are 201 students and 54 employees, 36 teachers, 1 principal, a pedagogue, a psychologist, and an administration. For the first time in 2006 was made a reconstruction of the schools. The central school was completely renovated and at the regional school was made a partial renovation. It is important to mention that not until present was renovated the old school building, which was used in the central school, and it was not renovated since 1937. So, in short about the educational activities. The educational process is one of the most important social activities. In the period of very fast economical, social, political, technical, scientific changes, the educational activity in our school becomes a very present problem, theoretically and practically. The level of efficiency and the results of educational activities practiced by the school depends on the relation between the student and the teacher. educational communication appears as an interaction among two or many persons, or as an interactive relation of all the